there guys, this is Shepard bringing you another video, and before we actually get into the video, as you can see on the screen, I just wanted to say sorry. I'm not going to be able to get my essay style video up on Monday. I might not be able to get it up this coming week at all. I'll try to when I get off work every day, try to do a little bit, see if I can get out this week. It might end up being later in the week, or I might just have to skip this week. I'm sorry, but I am doing this video to make up for it, so I still get you all a Monday video. Anyways, what we're going to be talking about here, Dragon Ball Super. Will Goku finally have to deal with Bardock's, his father's legacy? Let's get into it. Okay, so Dragon Ball Super. Will Goku finally have to deal with Bardock's legacy? This article comes from comicbook.com, and I'll have the link in the description below. So we're just gonna go over it. It's just this quick little video. I've been looking at videos. I've noticed maybe the longer videos, maybe you all aren't as interested in watching the longer ones. So we'll see if I can try and keep videos shorter. Let me know if you prefer in the comment section below, shorter videos or longer videos. I'm here for you guys. So we have this nice little buffering video of Goku right there. And then the article starts. Dragon Ball Super's new Granola, the Survivor arc, just got a whole lot more interesting. Previews of the upcoming Dragon Ball Super manga, Chapter 68, have revealed some pretty big new details of new characters Granola's backstory. New details of new character Granola's backstory, and his connection to Android 7-3 from the Morrow arc. As it turns out, Granola comes from a race called the Cerealians? I think it's Cerealians, who were wiped out by barbaric monkeys, probably the Saiyans, under the command of Lord Frieza, definitely the Saiyans. Obviously, Granola has a major grudge with the Saiyans, and especially with Goku. Previews of a Granola flashback sequence reveal it was Bardock who attacked Granola's home, and presumably killed his family. Okay. So, seems like this is kind of similar to the whole Tuffle thing, only instead of the grudge being with Vegeta and his father, it's with Goku and his father. The Tuffle thing from Dragon Ball GT. Anyone's watched Dragon Ball GT? Baby. If anyone remembers Baby. So if we go over this, anyone who's not aware, Android 7-3 from the Morrow arc, that is from the manga. The anime has not done anything with that yet. Basically, Android 7-3 was one of Morrow, who was the main antagonist of that arc. It was like one of his henchmen. He had the ability to basically like copy abilities and powers. He ended up kind of like fusing with him, yada yada yada, becoming super powerful, getting all these abilities and all that. So I guess he has some connection to this. And then obviously Bardock, I'm assuming it was Bardock's team who led the attack on Granola's home. So Goku looks, even Frieza said that when Goku fought Frieza, the resemblance between you is unmistakable. Like Goku looks exactly like his father Bardock, minus the scars. So, given all the calamity that is likely to come with Granola and his mission to capture Android OG-73, we can't help but wonder, will Dragon Ball Super's new arc finally force Goku to face Bardock's legacy? I hope so. I genuinely hope so. One of the most annoying things is how they've never used Bardock as a plot thread. Like, there's this whole piece of Goku's past, and that they just haven't really... I mean, Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie kind of hinted at it, because they actually showed Bardock and kind of acknowledged him finally in something other than Bardock, the father of Goku, and the movie, or the feature, and Frieza referencing him, and of course Vegeta saying, "Your father wasn't a great fighter or warrior, but he was a brilliant scientist." Like, other than that, Bardock has never really been a thing, and I think that could be a very emotional kind of developmental thing that Goku could go through. If he can't meet Bardock, at least deal with his father's legacy, who his father was. Kind of learn something about him. Acknowledge his father, because Goku's never actually acknowledged his father. One of the biggest curiosities of the Dragon Ball franchise has been Goku's total disinterest in his Saiyan heritage and bloodline, like I was just saying. In the official canon storyline, Goku has never really done much to investigate or honor his father Bardock and mother Gine, or honor their memories as a warrior. In fact, it wasn't until the recent Dragon Ball Super Broly movie that we ever heard Goku even speak his true Saiyan name, Kakarot. Um, yeah, I mean that's a. I feel like it's more important for Gine. I don't think. I mean, Bardock cared about Goku, obviously, but I don't think he cared enough about as much as Gine. I really do think like. So they decided to continue Dragon Ball. They decided to continue along with the Dragon Ball series with Super. And you got to think the longer Dragon Ball goes on, at some point they have to address the elephant in the room, which is Goku's family, Goku's heritage, right? Like they've done that a lot with Vegeta. That's been a big part of Vegeta's character, but we've never really addressed it with Goku. So this is a big reason I wanted to do this for a video because as a self-proclaimed Goku fanboy, Goku's my favorite character. I've always wanted at least something. Like, if he could never meet Bardock and Bardock and Gine be like, "We're proud of you, son." I at least want Goku to have to like, sins of the father, like acknowledge, deal with the sins of the father. I think that's such an interesting plot point. There's a little picture of Ultra Instinct Goku and then his father during his last stand. However, Dragon Ball Super Broly has admitted giving the series much more to work with. I said that wrong. However, Dragon Ball Super Broly has admittedly given the series much more to work with when it comes to Goku being able to bond with Bardock. I don't know, because the whole Bardock being able to see the future and kind of interacting with Goku, but just like through his like premonition powers. His, I felt like that was very good. And then them also basically saying like, "Oh, Bardock survived the blast and went to the past." So, like that gave possibilities, but now that they kind of retconned it, they could still use what they put in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie to make something work. But I think they actually did. They actually made it harder on themselves with how they did that. They should have just kept the events as they were. I know that was never in the manga, but it was kind of just kind of accepted canon, right? Especially because there were two features in Dragon Ball Z. There was the Bardock the Father Goku, and there was the Future of Trunks. Future of Trunks is accepted as canon, so we all just assumed Bardock the Father of Goku was accepted as canon also, but they kind of retconned that. I don't know. I really like Bardock the Father Goku. It was actually one of my favorite Dragon Ball movies, and I don't know. I mean, they could still kind of write in a lot of the stuff that happened there. Maybe the reason why Bardock knew to send Goku off is because he still had like those premonition powers. And he knew to go face off against Frieza, be like the last one. Like, I guess they could still write all that in. Just have a few specifics be a little different. Anyways, okay, so okay, yeah, they actually talk about this here. Given the series much more to work with when it comes to Goku being able to bomb Bardock, Broly retconned the entire history of Planet Vegeta's destruction as well as Bardock's role in that event. Not really. I mean, Bardock was still the last line. This updated telling has positioned Bardock as much more of a sympathetic anti-hero figure. He was always a sympathetic anti-hero. Like you have to understand what anti-hero means. Anti-hero doesn't mean hero; it means anti-hero. Bardock was always a sympathetic anti-hero. He was someone who just wanted to save the world basically for his son. Like he was turning over a new leaf. So he was still kind of a bad guy, hence the anti-hero, but he was sympathetic because he was kind of having a redemption arc, and he was trying to save his world. Anyway, sympathetic anti-hero figure who cared about his wife and sons, resulting in a Superman-style origin for Goku, as Bardock sent his infant son off to a world where his Saiyan power would thrive. More importantly, Bardock ended up opposing Frieza and led the final stand against Frieza's annihilation attack. It was a heroic moment, but does it erase a past of murder and destruction across the universe? See, like everything they just said there kind of still applies to Bardock's original origin story. I don't really know what their point was there. Uh, but yeah, I agree. Bardock was definitely less of just a pure evil guy until he saw his son. He definitely cared more for Goku in the retcon than he did originally, at least initially. I agree. There's some stuff you could build on there. It's going to depend on how they execute it, though. That's the question that Dragon Ball Super will hopefully make Goku grapple with in this new Granola the Survivor arc. Goku's denial of his own family issues is about to come back on him in a big way, and hopefully Akira Toriyama and Toyotaru open up some new dimensions of the character beyond just fighting to get stronger. It will be interesting to see if that reconciliation makes Goku reassess the legacy of pain Saiyans have left in their wake and what he may need to do about it. I don't know if Goku can really do much about it because the Saiyan race is kind of almost extinct, and Goku is about the furthest from a Saiyan can be. Um, but I still kind of like the story. Like I said, the baby arc was probably a lot of people's favorite in Dragon Ball GT, and this is very reminiscent of it. Only instead of it dealing with Vegeta's family line, it's dealing with Goku's. Which, Goku's the main character. A lot of people complain Goku always gets to win and Vegeta never gets to win, but it's Goku's show. Goku's the main character. Um, hmm. What other thoughts do I have on this? So yeah, make Goku grapple with his the new. We'll hopefully make Goku grapple with. So yeah, Sense of the Father. I think that's a very interesting idea, especially because we all know, Bardock kind of just did his job. He wasn't necessarily malevolent, like trying to be evil. He was just kind of doing his job as a Saiyan, being basically a space pirate. That's the life Saiyans knew. But obviously, that's no excuse. Like people like Granola's whole people were genocided by them, and Goku's father dealt with that, or had a part in that. And Goku has to deal with that, especially because he's a dead ringer for Bardock. Once again, something that earlier Dragon Ball characters said, Raditz even said that Goku was a dead ringer for their father. And that's all the article. So, yeah. What I what I would hope happen is somehow make Goku actually be able to talk to Bardock somehow. Would be very interesting. Somehow maybe if you get King Yama involved, or if Goku just goes to the afterlife and basically finds Bardock's spirit, but is still able to communicate with the spirit. If Goku could just meet his father and or his mother, I think that'd be very interesting. I feel like a lot of fans have wanted that for a very long time. And just Goku kind of redeeming his people. He got retribution for his people when he beat Frieza on Namek, but for what Frieza did to them. But now maybe he needs to be the avatar to redeem them. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, Vegeta should do that. He's the Prince of all Saiyans. But Goku's been the hero of the show for a long time. I think Goku's the one who can do it. Because Goku is like the pure-hearted Saiyan, right? He is the good Saiyan. That his father wasn't, Vegeta wasn't. Even now, Vegeta can't even say he's completely pure of heart. Vegeta's father wasn't. Goku's that guy. If I can't really make, I was about to say if I was going to make a prediction of what would happen. I can't really say that because we don't know a whole lot of information yet. All we know is Granola is coming from a world that Goku's father apparently genocided, basically. But if I was going to make a prediction with the little information we have now, I would say Granola will probably end up becoming an ally at some point, and Goku will be the one that does that. Like Goku will show like the Saiyans have paid for their sins, basically. And Goku's not his father. He's a good guy. The remaining Saiyans that are left, Goku's essentially turned them all into good guys, forces for good in the universe. But who knows? They could end up. He could just become such a true believer and a maniac for revenge that he just can't be saved, and Goku has to stop him. We'll see. I saw another thing talking about there's about to be a warrior that's born in Universe 7 that's stronger than Goku already. That's kind of like a no-duh. That's a no-brainer because that always happens, right? It'd be pretty boring if Goku was just stronger than the more powerful than the antagonist. But I don't know if that'll be him. Maybe he will do some science stuff, create something. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of information we don't know. And that's all the thoughts I really have on it. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry, I didn't know how to end it. Let me guys think. Let me guys know what you think in the comment section below. We'll discuss this. As always, this has been Solid Shepard. Until next time, I should go.